Backgammon is an ancient, gambling and very popular board game now. It's hard to say who invented the game of backgammon. Perhaps it was the ancient Egyptians, Romans and maybe the Persians. Today we will hold Kazakhstan's first tournament on classic backgammon. Peace to your home. You are watching the Ethnosport program.
Ethnosport.
Backgammon is an ancient board game. Its attributes are a board, checkers or chips and dice. The oldest board was found in Asia. It is 5,000 years old. Nomads of the Great Steppe also played backgammon. Turkic poet and thinker Yusuf Balasaguni, who lived in the 11th century in the south modern Kazakhstan, mentioned this game in his poem. He tells that an ambassador who represents his people in another state should know how to play backgammon and chess. This suggests that in medieval Kazakhstan, backgammon was considered a noble occupation. People have always strived for beauty, trying to decorate everything that surrounds them. Of course, this also applies to backgammon. Craftsmen can turn them into a real work of art, but manual work takes a lot of time and effort. Therefore, modern masters use such laser devices that allow establishing mass production of backgammon, making them convenient, beautiful and affordable. The board for backgammon was always made of wood. It was decorated with carved painting and inlaid with precious stones. Dice were also made of them. But such a luxury was available only to the rich. By the way, in our time there is a demand for expensive dice. The most expensive backgammon dice were introduced a few years ago by the British jeweler Geoffrey Parker. He made them of white gold and encrusted with diamonds. A set case was made of alligator and underway stingray skin and also decorated with jewels. The cost of the set is $890,000. You can only imagine how the game of backgammon is popular if its attributes are given so much time and money. I prepared the rules of the tournament, advertised in social network, chose a venue and even have a prize, a cup. Now we're waiting for the tournament participants. There are many people who wanted to compete in backgammon, but in our tournament the number of participants is limited. The preliminary round includes 8 players. As it turned out, all of them believe in signs. For example, one of them does not like to look at the dice during the throw, afraid to jinx it. Another holds them in the palms for a long time and blows on them, breathes life. And altogether they think that dice should not be spoken badly, otherwise luck will leave the game. The Nomads of the Great Steppe also played backgammon. Apparently this game came here through the Silk Road. It was simple and implied the severity of the struggle and excitement. Of course, the Nomads immediately liked it. There are 2 main types of backgammon games: short backgammon and long backgammon, or classic. Short backgammon is played mainly in Europe, and in Asia and the Middle East, people play mainly long backgammon. By the way, in Asia, this game is called shesh besh. The dice are called zara or zarik. Let's use these names too. We should group in pairs. To do this, we will fill out such a chart. And the first to draw lots is Ali Khan. Then we have Irina. Misha is the next. Then Sergey, Ilgizar, Alexander and Azamat. Well, of course, I will also get my lot. Ilgizar. We'll have the second pair. As I understand, I got the strongest opponent, Azamat. But let's see. Backgammon loves lucky people. I think everyone is familiar with the rules, no need to explain, but I will explain to the viewers. We have 15 chips on each playing board. They are called checkers. The task is to move depending on how many digits appear in the dice. If during the first move there is a jackpot, for example 4 and 4, the player has the right to remove 2 chips if they do not go further. Look, we have double 4. It turns out double 4 and it doesn't work. Then he has the right to remove 2 chips. The same can be done when double 6 falls, etc. Just take it. The task is to transfer all of your checkers from this field in a circle back here and throw them off the board. Well, I think we will play, and along the way I will comment on the rules. So, who goes first? Getting started. Azamat, go! And now, briefly about the rules. We play until 2 victories according to the Olympic system. Those who win 2 times go to the next stage. Whoever loses is simply out of the game. I made a classic mistake. Well, dice did not go. What to do? Look, Azamat had blocked this field for me. That is, his 5 chips prevent me from going further. But I already had 1 checker at home. If I did not have checkers at home, he would not have the right to close this field. But the dice fell so that I will probably lose. But still, I will fight to the end. Many people think that success in playing backgammon depends on 50% of luck and 50% of playing skill. But tell me, is luck an accident or a pattern? One and 2. Azamat, congratulations. I'm very happy for you, because it would be strange if I won. Yeah, but in this case, I lost very badly. That is, I did not even have time to bring all my checkers home here. If I brought them all but did not have time to throw them off, it would be doubly shameful. Well, I congratulate Azamat. He goes to the next round. At the next table we see Mikhail and Alexander playing. So who won? Alexander. In our pair, Azamat. So who won there, guys? Sergey. Here we have Sergey. So, and who won here? We are still playing. So well, here the game is still in process. In the meantime, I'll tell you my story how I joined the backgammon. Personally, I learned to play backgammon in Uzbekistan 20 years ago. My friends and I traveled on motorbikes. We stopped for the night in a tea house. And now I remember, evening, trees around, trestle bed, tea, pilaf, and the sound of dice. Local Aksakals were playing backgammon. With nothing to do, I sat down to watch the game, and after an hour I played with might and main. Here we have the fourth winner. This is Ilgizar. My congratulations. And so, 4 out of 8 players who participated in the first round go to the semi-finals. Azamat works as a director. He played in tandem with our host, before playing a witching blow and dice called luck. It was by his side throughout the game. Alexander, lawyer. He played selflessly. He easily defeated his opponent. Sometimes he gave a chance to his opponent, however, for some reason he did not take it. Perhaps he was confused before an experienced player. Sergey, entrepreneur. He calculated his actions several moves ahead. As in business, unwillingness to lose a single checker made him think about each step for a long time. The result is a win. Ilgizar, entrepreneur. He played with a woman, Irana. The rival was strong. The game of this pair lasted for a long time. Ilgizar had to make a lot of effort to win. As we can see, the most experienced players remained in the game. Ilgizar, Sergey, Alexander and Azamat. I don't know who's your favorite player, but being a judge of this tournament, I should be impartial. Therefore, I wish each of them good luck, and while our players are playing, I will tell you one story. It happened 1800 years ago. The Hindus sent the Persians a chessboard with figures to determine what the game was, how to play it, and what its meaning was. And they gave 40 days. A Persian sage named Buzurg Mir dealt with this game in 20 days. And in response, he sent the backgammon to the Indians. And he also gave them 40 days to understand what the purpose and meaning of the game were. It is said that the Indians could not figure it out even in 12 years. Well, but the game here is in full swing. And as always, everything is decided probably in the very last minutes. Well, let's congratulate Azamat. He goes to the finals of the tournament with us. Alexander, well, you fought very stubbornly, but we know that backgammon is backgammon. Good luck is the main thing here. I heard that in Azerbaijan there is a tournament called Golden Dice, and the winner of this tournament is presented with such big golden dice as a prize. Well, I don't know, I would probably ask for a good horse. I am a descendant of the Nomads. Why do I need gold? Give me a horse. In ancient times, some backgammon astrologers could predict what the future would be. They saw the playing field like a starry sky, and checkers were the stars. Therefore, the stars told the future. And here the stars show that it is not yet clear who will win. Ilgizar, of course, is close to victory, but Sergey, in my opinion, is closer. And this future is going to be decided in just a few moments. 6. Jackpot. These are backgammon. These are backgammon. This is the intensity. This is the sharpness of the struggle. So, Sergey, I congratulate you on reaching the final. Ilgizar, thank you very much for participating. Of the 4 participants who played in the semi-finals, Azamat and Sergey are now left. They will fight for victory in the finals, and Ilgizar and Alexander leave the game. I consider myself lucky. While my first game went well, I easily won the opponent. But in the second game, I came across a serious rival. It was very nice to play with him. That is, I believe that I worthily lost. Backgammon is a very pleasant pastime for me. Backgammon gives a good tone, charge. In backgammon, I even track my thoughts, whether I have the right ones or not. It's nice to play with a worthy opponent. In general, the tournament was a great success. Our backgammon tournament from the Ethnosport program has reached its final stage with Azamat and Sergey. Gentlemen, let's start. Backgammon is a logical game for genuine strategists, our players believe. In their opinion, you can calculate the change in position several steps forward. After all, backgammon is not roulette. Here is a paradox. It turns out that backgammon features simultaneously freedom of choice and case dependency. It is the latter that can either improve the player's state or in the blink of an eye lead him to defeat. It is generally accepted that the best players are those of mature age, because the game requires a wise approach and calm attitude even to losing. Our final is drawing to an end, but I still have time to tell you one more story. One Persian ruler was asked, "Which game do you like more, chess or backgammon?" He answered, "Of course, backgammon. The most intelligent player wins chess, but this victory gives him pride. And in backgammon, every experienced player knows, no matter how smart he is, success depends on how the dice fall. And if they fall unfavorably, then defeat awaits him. Thus, playing backgammon teaches wisdom and humility." Well, here I see Azamat reaching his final throw. So, and here it is, 2-2. Azamat, we have a winner.
Первого казахстанского турнира по классическим нардам по жму 5. Азамат, кубок ваш. Большие поздравления, да. Ну что же.
Well, backgammon is backgammon. We all understand it perfectly. They played well, fought to the end as befits. Well, I want to congratulate everyone on the first Kazakhstan Classic Backgammon tournament. I really liked it. There was a relaxed atmosphere. There were very strong players, but it was not without luck. When I play backgammon, of course, I'm excited. And when there is some kind of prize in the form of such a wonderful cup, it already gives a little adrenaline. I wanted to play, I wanted to win. Sports excitement arises. I believe that if such a tournament is held at the national level, when many hundreds or thousands of players will participate, then this would of course be wonderful. A good backgammon player will beat a bad player at a short distance, so one should play backgammon more frequently. Stones with holes and a board made of wood. The attributes of backgammon almost did not change for millennia, though they were made of different materials. And with the advent of internet, backgammon has become even more popular and affordable. This game can be downloaded at smartphone and played anytime. But still, one gets the true pleasure from backgammon by touching this board, moving these checkers with fingers and warming dice in the palms. And most importantly, you can have a soulful conversation with your opponent. True, this is a wise game. And our ancestors, the Nomads, knew a lot about it, since they loved it and sang in verse. Many board games can be tied. But in backgammon, this is impossible. There is always a winner. Play backgammon. Play with each other. Play with Ethnosport. Be the winners. And see you soon.
Победителями. И до новых встреч!